as much as women are making strides, you are always being reminded that as much as you make strides, you are still a woman. We are in problems, even the educated ones.
It's so much about the role that a woman is supposed to play in a home as opposed to a man.
Images of women carrying water and other goods are common. With some of them carrying children on their backs, women trek long distances in search of water, firewood or pasture. It is regarded as female work and very few men or boys participate in such tasks in their homes.
A boy is a male boy. You cannot tie him in the house and tell him you assist. You will tell you I'm not a woman.
He said that the boy should not enter in the kitchen, should not wash the utensils, should not do anything.
Women are still regarded as not in the same level with men.
Many women and girls work more hours than men because they carry out most of the household responsibilities as well as working outside their homes. They are never paid for their household chores, neither are they appreciated for the same.
Yes, he's coming to look for the firewood for today. Then tomorrow we will go to look for more.
We paid a visit to the central market in Meru town when majority of traders here are women. They were eager to share with us some of their social insights.
Si kupenda ni vile sinda iko mingi.
Kama sasa mimi nimeolewa, si ndio? Watoto ni mimi nasomesha, kama hii chakula ni mimi napika hapa, nguo ni mimi nanunulia.
Women are gradually taking over the role of the main provider in the family.
Kama ni mimi natoa chakula, natoa na kulipia nyumba na kubaya manguo na kubaya viatu. Justaki mimi nionekane nikiwa nimeng'ara na wewe ukiwa na uchafu ama ni aje?
Yes, typically the man is supposed to be responsible. But in our culture, especially back home in Uganda, you find that women do have a big role to play.
Mimi nimeolewa. Lakini kwa upande ule mwingine nimemuoa.
Ni ukweli. Anaweza uachie wewe watoto naenda mbali. Sinaenda kwa beach ingine nakaa huku, wewe pia wewe yako hapa. Sasa utafanya aje?
Although there are efforts to try and make life easier for women, majority of them in the villages still suffer in silence.
Hakuna pesa, hakuna hata mahindi, hakuna hata maji, hakuna. Ni shida mingi sana.
The most important issue that is really coming out and it can be seen, it is a violence against women.
Na hata kama hivi umefanya kosa, mume amerudi ndani amelewa, wewe unapigwa, huruhusiwi hata kuinua mkono kumtandika, kumrudishia hata mume.
Walianza kunikatakata akiwa amenishika shingo.
Alijua amekatwa wakati aliona mkono mmoja huko chini.
Alikuwa anajaribu kunikata kichwa, alafu na kinga na mkono, alafu mkono inakata inaanguka, akanikata mikono yote miwili, alafu akaanza akanikata mguu, hata mgongo alikuwa amekata sana.
The women beating is there.
And I was beaten.
If she didn't give the pay slip and the amount of money that she received, she would get beatings throughout.
Siku hizi hata kama amekupiga mnashikana, lazima na wewe hujitetee. Sasa ile hii ni kwa huku mjini, kwa kule kwetu kijijini huruhusiwi.
After you are beaten, you just take it to be normal.
A girl is not allowed to inherit from the father.
Property will be inherited, and the person herself ends up being inherited.
And as we believe the Luos, I was forced to be inherited.
Wasaidie sisi na kitu kidogo kama loan hivi kama tunaweza endelea.
Many women are not able to access loans basically because they do not have security. So the issue of land is also very critical
Availing small amounts of money for businesses to some of these women is proving to be a major stride in trying to address gender imbalance amongst such communities.
Tulinunuana masahani, magirasi, tukafika hata kununuliana hata mbuzi.
The woman in the village also needs to have some kind of support program to create awareness so that men get used to the idea of women handling finances.
For those who are producing, we still have instances whereby they are in the production sector, but when it comes to marketing, when it comes to the output, the fruits of what they have worked for, the money is taken by the men.
There is no doubt that huge strides have been made to try and address gender imbalance in the society. However, those efforts have largely benefited only a certain class of people in the urban areas, while leaving the majority underprivileged African women and girls at the mercy of the brutal men, patriarchal systems and hostile environments. That's the reality in Africa as experienced in the Meru community in central Kenya.
So we are not going to have development if, for one, we don't take care of the issue of gender. We have got to have a clear-cut distinction about gender. Who does what and why and how.
I think we need to reach a point where we are able to say that this is a good culture, we need to embrace it. Or this is a bad culture, it's taking us backwards, and perhaps discard it.
Gender is a development approach that takes care of the needs of both the male and the female members of the society. People must stop to view women and girls as properties and sexual objects and instead extend their hands to the women folk with the aim of uplifting them to become respectable members of the society.
Let the people, for one, accept that there is the problem of gender. Let us get to the community, let us talk to them, do a needs analysis, and then once they have accepted that gender is an issue, once they have accepted that culture and socialization has really dragged them back, then you can be able to make an entry point.
Women and girls should not be considered as a burden, and men together with boys must change their attitudes and come out of their cultural cocoons and ignore the retrogressive unwritten norms to restore the dignity of their wives, sisters and daughters for a positive and bright future for all.